They're saying the West staged the attacks in Syria. Lies, not lies, misinformation, fake news. But of course, we have been missiling the country of Syria overnight. Trevor follows politics, don't you, Trevor? He's on the phone. Hello, Trevor.
Yeah, that's right, John. Yeah.
Hello, Trevor.
Hello, John.
Hello, Trevor.
Yeah. And I've got to say, I think that we haven't necessarily got it right when it comes to Russia.
Right.
Look, John, Sting asked us, didn't he, do the Russians love their children too? Well, I don't see any reason why not, John. And at the end of the day...
Sorry.
Yeah,
it is, I think, a mistake to bring Sting into any argument.
Yeah, that's fair enough, John. That's fair enough, John. But I tell you what, a lot of people call it Mother Russia, don't they?
A lot of people
Mother Russia. Well, at the end of the day, John, your mum's your best friend, isn't she?
Right.
You know, she's the only one that you can tell all your secrets to.
Yeah.
The missus don't like it, but there you go.
Right. Should we then? Are you saying to?
Because I've just actually been round to me mum's.
Have you?
Yeah, we Wednesday and Saturday we have crackers in bed, and it's a bit naughty. I spend hours afterwards on my hands and knees with the dustbuster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, sorry, I've got to.
And that's the thing. So I have to. She's like, I'm gonna lick your finger and dab it, and I'm like, Mum, look where your crumbs are gone.
Sorry. I'm just sorry. Let's go back to the. Okay. Sorry. No, sorry. No, I'm sorry. But
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm sorry.
The wrong end of the stick.
No. Well, what end of the cracker did you pull?
No, not those sort of crackers, John. No, cream crackers. And
it's just crackers full of.
She said on Wednesday. She said sometimes, Trevor, I don't know where you end and I begin. Well, that's Mum.
Right.
At the end of the day.
And that's got what to do with you phoning in Russia?
Oh, right. Well, just, I think we've got it wrong on Russia. I don't think Vladimir Putin is this monster that everyone's saying he is.
Yeah. So what do you think we should do? I mean, if you were right about Mother Russia, maybe we need to have more of a maternal relationship with the superpower. For instance, let me give you a for instance. Okay. Let's say I want to just get your point of view on this because that's the point of you calling in, isn't it?
That's right. That's
people.
This sort of radio works.
People call in with often an ill-informed point of view, don't they?
It's effectively free content, John. So you can knock it, but at the same time, it's filling in the airtime for you.
It fills the airtime exactly right. And we will take a wide range of ignorant, bigoted views. Literally anybody could get on, right?
Literally anybody.
And you have. So let's take your scenario here. If, for instance, our relationship with Russia at the moment, of course, is souring slightly. And instead of sour milk, should we be suckling, metaphorically, from the bosom of Russia?
Well, for a minute I thought you said souring. John.
No, you shouldn't suckle sarin from a boob.
We went to Albania on holiday last year and took my mother. Mrs. didn't like it. And I'll tell you what, I swear to God, they were selling Novichok in jars. It was just chocolate spread.
Yeah.
It was like carrot, beetroot and acorns.
Right. Straight
so
from the point again. Well, I won't think about it just now. I'll do it later on my own.
Okay.
Should our relationship with Russia? Now, look. Some people have said this, and I'm going to get your opinion on this. Right? The relationship with Russia is, it's like in a schoolyard scenario. If you're at school and a boy pulls a girl's pigtails, right?
Right.
It's not because they are bullies, but it's also because they fancy them slightly, isn't it? It's that age-old playground cliche.
Pulled my mother's pigtails, funnily enough.
Well. Do we? Is it metaphorical that Russia is yanking out pigtail? Is that because it fancies us slightly?
They don't like the Yanks. I mean, they make no secret of that, John, do they?
No.
If we're going to use your metaphor, who's bringing the milkshake, John?
To Kellis.
So is Theresa May bringing the milkshake?
To the yard?
Oh, she's a very lovely lady, John, but I don't think she's got the milkshake that's going to bring the boys to the yard.
Well, of course, famously, Mrs. Thatcher took the milkshake away, didn't she? And then look what happened. She died years later. So
Well, there's a lesson, for us.
For us all, I think,
I know how to get directly into politics, John.
Here's another question for you,
Yeah,
which I'd like you
for that.
to apply your unique level of ignorance to. If we use the schoolyard analogy, and I think we should because it's the only one we've really got here, apart from the mother one, which we can come back to.
Yeah, we're just filling until the news, aren't we? Really, John?
Basically, yes.
Yeah, okay, carry on.
Should we stand up to the bully?
Just let me know when there's sort of 30 seconds to go. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll be sure to. Don't worry.
Okay.
Bit more to do yet. Bit more time yet.
Okay.
7 minutes to the news. But I get to play in a bed thing at about 59. So in reality, we've only got to go up.
Bed thing, is that like a jingle or something?
Sort of jingle. It's a sort of, they call it a talk up. It's like where you have to you start it a minute to go to the news, and then it's carefully timed.
Yeah. How do you get into all of this, John? Because I've always quite fancied to go at the sort of radio thing.
I don't think you'd be very good at it. In terms of how the Mother Russia, right? So say the Mother. Back to the schoolyard. If the Mother Russia was standing outside the school gates waiting, right?
Yeah.
Right. To bully the England's pigtails, right?
Okay.
Where's outside the school gates in terms of Europe? Is it Belgium?
I would say Liechtenstein. My first thought was Liechtenstein.
Yeah.
But you know what we're not talking about is Syria. What is Syria? In this analogy, Syria's what? The annex playground, the football pitch,
yeah,
the changing rooms. Right.
Yeah. What, in terms of Russia, I'm just sticking with the bullying analogy here.
Yeah, okay, John.
In the hope that it leads us somewhere.
How long to go now?
It might lead us somewhere. It might not.
Right.
About 4 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Because I know about all this, bombs and all of that. People saying, I heard. Do you ever listen to Julia Hartley-Brewer, John?
Oh, she's on. I've forgotten the name of that station now. Yeah.
Station, never heard of it, but I was just drifting around trying to, listen to some Bee Gees, and I couldn't. Anyway, she was saying now, if you're not prepared to go and, all these people saying, oh, it was terrible what's happening to the children. But they're not prepared to actually do something about it. Well, John, that's not the case, is it?
Well, isn't it?
Whatever the case is, it's not.
It's not it.
I care about the kiddies, but I don't know if dropping more bombs on their playgrounds, is not necessarily the answer, is it, John?
Not really.
Should
we deploy? So you talked about the Mother Russia, okay?
Yeah.
But the other Russia that we hear about, of course, is the Russian bear. Right now, when I was at school, I'm probably like you. I don't know how old you are, Trevor, but probably like you.
Who was hanging around outside the gates? That's the question.
Well, you could take. Well, when I was at school, you could just take a bear to school, couldn't you? You just take a bear in. I was at school. Simon Smith, who was in my class, he brought one in one day. It was outrageous, alarming, courageous, and charming. But he brought a bear in. And he had it dancing. It was amazing, really. He had it dancing, Simon.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he brought the hot plates, didn't they?
They did the hot plate, exactly that. And they got them from the canteen, the refectory, yeah. Dinner ladies brought them in. Anyway, he brought it in for show. Long story short, he brought in a bear for show and tell. It tore off Stephen Stout's arm. And after that, the school banned the taking of bears into school. And I just wondered maybe that's
milk.
Is that a policy we should bring back in?
Well, there's a lot of people, John, saying, Russia, blah, blah, blah. They purchased half of London, all the flats and that, and then, they've rigged the election and stuff. And you're absolutely right that, the Russian bear is... But it's pretty much every high street in Britain now has got a Build-A-Bear workshop. Now, they're using that money to funnel funds into Mother Russia to build that bear.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely right.
No one's talking about that, John.
Well, it's also animalist, that, isn't it? Because why is it just build a bear? Why can't you build other animals in a workshop? Why is it just bears?
Right.
For a start.
I think they do other things, actually. My nephew did a terrapin. My mother's on the other line.
Is she?
Yeah.
About a minute and a half to fill.
Okay. She might have run out. I might have to go over there. I'm going to get it from the missus. I've had a cold all week, John.
Have you?
I shouldn't have kissed my mother.
No.
She's had it. And then I've kissed the missus, and now,
Yeah.
Just sitting on my
straight off
chest, John. Just sitting on my chest.
Straight off the point slightly, haven't we there? But
I got the old iPod out, went down the gym, tried to sweat it out last night.
Yeah.
With my buddy spotting me, but nothing happened.
Right.
Oh dear.
Just about 50 seconds to go now.
Just the last thing I would like to say, John, is if you ever need any curtains fitting, I could do you a very competitive deal. Where are you based?
Kent.
Whereabouts in Kent? Exactly.
Canterbury.
I could pop round this afternoon if you like, if my mother's all right.
No, you're fine. Thanks, though, Trevor. Thanks for calling in.
No, it's no problem.
20 seconds to go now.
I'm going to come and find you, John.
No. And then I'm going to play the bed in, the talk-up bed that I mentioned, which will lead us up towards the news.
Would you pop round and see me, mate? It would mean the world to her, John.
And then it's my job to talk up to the news, introduce Alistair, who's doing the news, and I have to time it with the pips and everything as well.
I'm going to have to go
all right.
Do some more dabbing, I think.
5 seconds. 4,
Bye-bye,
John.
3,
2,
Bye-bye, everyone.
1. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. That's
no worries. Bye-bye.
lovely. That was. Yeah, that's great.